So yeah, I can't argue against the damage is king crowd. But I also don't believe that it is like a division in the community or anything like that. Like, I don't think that there is any kind of like prejudice, right? Like, you don't have to identify yourself at the door. Hey, are you damages king or are you debuffs or king kind of guy? That's not the case. Because we're playing the same game here. Like, if the goal is to beat the enemy, who cares how you do it? Just do it. So, Mr. Variant, I am part of the damages king crowd. There are definitely times where you can be effective by debilitating your opponents. And there are definitely times when you need to. Reducing Elmdor's speed to steal his Genji equipment because you are... Oh my goodness! Is 90% just 0%? So debilitating Elmdor to steal his gear because you're a completionist, yeah, better than damage. Sometimes you just, like, damage is not available. You want to cast a spell, but the target has reflect. And spell casting is like your main method with the character who is going next, right?
I'm ready.
For instance. And so you're like, okay, if I steal his accessory, he won't have reflect, and next time this other character goes, they'll be able to use magic. Super crappy example, because it's like, okay, how about the person that can steal their stuff? How about they do damage? You know? And it's like debilitating takes 2 people, but doing damage takes 1. So the argument for doing damage is gonna not err, but it's going to have efficiency as its to back up its point. But like that will just kind of always win the day. Is why heal? Why debilitate? Like, debilitating is like playing with your food. Why do all of that setup if you can kill your enemy first? Beowulf is better than Orlando due to this. Yeah. Like, Stone is the easiest point to make for status as king. Yeah, that's fair. And yeah, like, Beowulf with Stone is so good, man. That guy. So yeah, like, you know, it's basically one-shotting. We were talking about how there are 2 crowds. So silly. We're talking about how damage is king or it's not. And for those of you who don't believe damage is king necessarily, it is to you that I address this proposition of Thieves being one of the best tanking characters in the game. So by a tank, I mean that they take damage so that others don't. And what I like to do is rely on a Thief's natural class stat evasion, giving them a shield, a featherweave cloak, and throwing them right into the mix so that enemies attempt to attack the thief, but they just can't hit them. And I don't offer up any other options. So it's like, okay, they have to go for the thief, and it's just a losing proposition. At the same time, it gives them protection to let them do what they do best. Steal stuff. And stealing items, stealing equipment from a human character has really positive effects for you. Stealing armor reduces a unit's maximum HP. Same with a helmet. It could also remove beneficial stats or beneficial buffs, beneficial or stat increases, or immunity from debuffs. So that all kind of builds on the tank role strategy of increase your survivability, direct enemy damage towards you, mitigate that damage, and reduce the effectiveness of future enemy attacks. That's what tanks are supposed to do, and I think that Thieves do all of that very well without a lot of like specialized support to get them there. So yeah, curious to hear what you guys think about Thieves. If you despise them and you're like, oh my god, I only use Thieves because I have to get them to level 5 to unlock a ninja, and then I just can't wait to get rid of them. Or you're like, yeah, I use Thieves all the time. That's the only way to steal stuff. They're great. Do you use them as tanks? Like trying to completely dodge physical attacks? Very curious how you utilize Thieves. I think they're underrepresented. Like, I don't see a lot of discussion around them. So, yeah, lay it on me. It's nice. I do like using dodge tanks, but there's so many builds that just ignore evade. On the other hand, the game only uses them for a few boss fights. So, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I feel like like definitely a huge majority of the story fights are against other humans, and for the most part they're going to be using physical attacks, maybe like 60% physical attacks. So yeah, and like the shields and the capes don't get super good until chapter 4 anyway. So yeah, I hear you. Really like using Thief as a sub-job for gamer items. Yeah, oh totally, Jay. It's like essential. And sometimes I feel like besides move +2, all of these steal abilities were really meant for just stealing rare items, and not, as I put forth, like trying to make the enemies weaker. And indeed, like the enemies are only going to get weaker when you remove their equipment if 1, they're human, and 2, their equipment is actually good. Like it gives them a decisive edge, and that doesn't happen until much later in the game. Permanently use them as stepping stone ninja. Yep, just feel like everything they do, someone else is better. Yeah, exactly. And if you are in the Damage is King crowd, if you're part of that crowd, then what are Thieves supposed to do? Like, they're close combat characters. The only ranged attack they have is Steel Heart, which is arguably their best skill. So yeah, exactly. Like, if all that they are is a close combat fighter, they're a way better close combat fighters than Thieves. Far and away.